Hi everybody, I'm back again. I know it's been a hot minute since I last filmed anything for this channel for book-wise. I mean, I recently did a kind of reading vlog, more of just a regular weekend daily vlog, and I started doing Sims Let's Plays. We'll see if that keeps up. Hopefully it does, because I had a lot of fun filming that. Not so much editing. My dog is trying to get the cat that ran under the bed. Anyway, I edited about an hour and a half of footage down to about 20, a little bit less than 30 minutes. So that wasn't really all that fun of a time. Watching someone play Sims is actually kind of boring. So big props to all of the Simmers out there who managed to make their content super interesting and engaging, because it is a time. And I know that first go was probably a lot more boring than what people are used to seeing, but I promise I'll work on it, because we only get better with experience, right? So, but today I'm here with an actual bookish video. I figured with my jump back into getting back onto BookTube, what better way to start that than by starting fresh. So we're going to do an unhaul video today, and I'm not gonna do a haul because I actually have not bought books in months. I originally had kept a stack of everything that I had bought since my previous haul video, and I usually do that. Like, I'll keep a stack of all the books so that way I know what I bought, then I will file it away on my shelves. I didn't do that this time because the stack of books was driving me absolutely insane. But I realized that I had no room for all these books. I decided that it was probably time for an unhaul anyway, because my reading tastes have changed quite a bit since I was last actively on my channel posting stuff. That isn't to say that it won't go back to what it used to be and I'll regret getting rid of some of these books, but realistically I probably won't, to be honest. So I've got about 2 boxes. So I didn't count them, I don't know how many I have total, but I have about 2 boxes right now of books that I'm unhauling. Some I have read, most I have not. Most I've lost interest in, some I've been sitting on my shelves for so long that I know I'm not going to get to them, and there's no point in me keeping them. I was being picky this time because I'm like, well, I still kind of like the plot of this one. I still have interest in maybe reading it one day, picking it up. Does that mean I will? Chances are unlikely. However, I'm not at the stage yet where unlikely is enough for me to pull it off and just get rid of it. So we'll see. There may be another unhaul coming in the future if I decide, okay, this is enough is enough. I need to just get rid of things. The first book that I'm going to unhaul, I know is a fan favorite, and that is Scythe by Neil Shusterman. No, I have not read it. I had every intentions of actually one day reading it. I no longer have interest anymore, and it's as simple as that. And I mean, you can, if you think I should, if you want to advocate for it and say, no, read it, it's like really good, keep it, you'll like it, feel free to in the comments. However, as of right now, I mean, it's going to take me a while to get rid of these books. I know that. So if you want to fight for me to keep any of these and read them, you're more than welcome to do so, because I guarantee I will be holding on to these for at least another month before I actually discard them, get rid of them. Next we have, oh, lost one. Next we have My Lady Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, Jody Meadows. Again, lost interest in reading it. It made it through quite a few unhauls, but at this point it hasn't been read. A lot of these, by the way, are from book outlet orders. When I was ordering, like, I was getting the $35 minimum from book outlet like every few months, and this was back in those times where, ooh, if the lighting changed, I'm sorry, my dog just like took off after the cat and knocked the rug out from under everything. So that was a little bit of a chaotic mess. Anyway, back to what I was saying. These are from big book outlet orders where I was getting 11 plus books in an order and just trying to fill up my cart with stuff. And some of the stuff I had interest in, some of the stuff I was just putting it in because I have heard of it and heard it was good, and I'm getting out of that now. I'm getting out of that phase. I haven't been on book outlet, I haven't browsed book outlet in months, probably thanks to my reading slump, but it's been I've been getting better. I've been doing a lot of audiobooks, and I have a list of books on my Amazon cart that not necessarily that I want to buy from Amazon, but just so I can keep it somewhere, of books that I do actually want to own. Even if I've read them already, I want them on my shelf. So I'm getting more picky about the books I buy, and I'm getting a little bit more, let's say, adult about my book buying and unhauling books and things like that. I'm working on it. The next books I'm getting rid of are the first two of the Red Queen series. Got Wed Queen. Yes, that's exactly correct. Red Queen and Glass Sword are the two that I have collected. Never read them. I, again, made it through a lot of unhauls, but I've not picked them up. I look at them and I just don't have real interest in even reading them. And I don't know how true these rumors are, but I heard they were making these into a TV show. It is possible then that I may read at least the first one. Again, highly doubtful. So they're going. Next one I have is Onyx and Ivory by Mindy Arnett. Again, made it through a lot of unhauls. Don't even remember what it's about. It's just a book that I added to my book outlet cart to fluff it up a little bit. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Now this book is a bit of a special one, and that is The Book Jumper. I tried twice, I believe, to read this book. And both times I just couldn't get into it enough to want to keep reading it. I love the premise. I know that a lot of people really enjoy this book. I don't know if it's just because I wasn't in the mood for it. It wasn't the right time for me to read it, but I just could not get myself to continue and keep reading, and I kept putting it down every time. And at this point, I just figure it's not gonna happen. And I don't know what it was about it. I just couldn't get into it. And I'm kind of upset about that because it sounded really good. I was really excited. Another one, Burning Glass by Catherine Purdy, that I believe I bought, it might have been from Book Outlet. I don't remember where I got it from. Hi. Hi. No, oh no. Oh no, oh no. Do you want to be in the video too? Oh gosh. This is why I try not to sit on the floor. I gotta stop sitting on the floor, please. She's laying next to the tripod, so hopefully she doesn't knock it over and we'll just stay there while I can finish this. I don't remember what I was saying now. However, I don't even remember what this book is about. I know it's like a trilogy or a quartet or something. I'm not sure. Okay, don't remember what it's about. Don't have interest in reading it anymore. It's just been sitting on my shelves, and it's gotta go. It's gotta go. Next one. Okay, now we're getting into the books that I have read. I don't know. There's another box underneath, but I don't know if I read those ones. I'll have to see what's in it. The Boyfriend Bracket by Kate Evangelista. This book, I didn't even finish this book. I DNF'd this book, and it is so short, and I DNF'd it. I could not get through it. I don't even remember. I remember I liked the premise of this whole idea of going on a bunch of different dates and whittling down these boyfriend prospects. However, that concept doesn't last very long through the book. And it's a book it's short, but that whole thing is like thrown out the window very quickly. And I just got bored after that. There was, I don't know if I marked it or not. I did enjoy the pop culture references. There was a reference to Supernatural in here. They mentioned Sam and Dean. And then there was another thing that I don't know if this was intentional. I don't know if you guys are country people, but there's a song, and I can't remember what it is right now. I think it's by, oh gosh, I can't remember. Ugh, I'm drawing a blank. It's I Should Have Kissed Her. Megan Park is in the video. I think that's her name. Megan Park from Secret Life of the American Teenager. Anyway, there's references to those song lyrics in here, and I was like, called it out. I tabbed it. But yeah, I don't know if that was like an actual intentional thing, but I definitely quoting that song, and I was like, okay. I don't know. Anyway, I DNF'd this. I couldn't finish it. I was just like disappointed. Utterly disappointed. Next book we have, it's another one, a bit of a disappointment. That is The Night Sister by Jennifer McMahon. Now this book, I mentioned in old videos, has been sitting on my shelves forever since I started Bookstagram, which I've given up on also, by the way. This book has been on my shelves for so long. I finally read it a while ago, and it was good. I think I gave it 3 stars. It was good. However, I was disappointed by how they dealt with the ending of it and like what the ultimate like mystery was. I wasn't a fan. Also, it kept jumping back and there was like timelines in like 3 different, there was from different perspectives in different timeline, like eras. And I got very confused a lot of the time, especially if it was easier if I could sit down and read it in large chunks. But if I kept stopping and starting, I couldn't remember where I was, like what was going on. So that was a bit of I was having trouble with that. But it was decent. Not one I'd read again. Glad I was finally able to read it though. The next ones are a duet, and that's Evermore and Everless. Or Everless, and Everless is the first one. Everless and Evermore. I really enjoyed Everless. I was not so much a fan of Evermore. I can't remember exactly what my exact thoughts were on it, but I remember being disappointed by it, and I think I talk about it in some wrap-up video about it. But yeah, I'm probably not going to read them ever again, even though I really did enjoy Everless. I'm probably not going to read it again, and I would feel dumb getting rid of one and not the other. So they're going to go together so someone can enjoy them as a set. Next we have The Little Paris Bookshop by Nina George. This actually, I enjoyed this for what it was. It was something different than I thought it would be. However, I'm probably not going to read it again. So we're going to get rid of it. Next one we have is Wired by Julie Garwood. I DNF'd this one as well. It was too much technobabble for me. I lost interest very quickly. I think I read this last summer. I tried to read it or something. I don't know. I gave up on it. Too much technobabble. Technobabble's good watching on screen. Not so much trying to read it in a book because you got to weed through it. Like, at least on screen, they make it look interesting. And the reading it, it's not. No. Another book I DNF'd. From Here to You by Jamie McGuire. I liked, again, another book I really loved the premise of. And I was really looking forward to. There's an again, I have reviews of these books, some on other videos somewhere, because they're older. But there are some aspects of this I enjoyed. The overall, like when you read the back of it, the little synopsis, it sounds really good, really interesting. It doesn't execute as well. And I got bored, and I got the 2 different timeline, like the 2 different perspectives were completely different things, and the one didn't even make sense to me half the time because I was like, what does this have to do with anything else? And I didn't get far enough to figure that out because I didn't care anymore. So yeah, that one I'm unhauling. Okay, these next 2 I have not read. One of them is Dividing Eden by Joelle Charbonneau. Another one that was used to fluff up a book outlet order. That sounded good, but I'm probably never going to read. The next one is Bloodleaf by Crystal Smith, and I believe this one was a book box pick, I think. By the way, canceled all my book boxes. I haven't had those in, oh yeah, it was, I don't know which box, but I haven't done book boxes in over a year or more, just because it's money that I'm not that I'm wasting. I really did enjoy getting the boxes. They were really fun things to do. However, As cool as the items were that were coming in the boxes, a lot of the stuff I didn't have use for or had nowhere to display it. And I just felt like I was just acquiring more and more stuff that I just had to find something to do with. I was getting so behind in reading the books that I wasn't reading the books, or I would get books that I had no interest in because they don't always reveal what the book is for the month. So as fun as they were to get for the few years that I was getting them, I stopped. I also recently stopped my book of the month as The Iron King by Julie Kagawa. Another one that I believe I got, actually I think I got this at Books A Million. I think I had a Books A Million gift card, or I had something and ended up getting it there because it was a book that I had interest in reading because I was really big into the Fae at the time. Never picked it up. Our Books A Million closed, which I'm very sad about. So now we have, again, no bookstore, which I know I complain about a lot, but it's true. Anytime we try to get a bookstore in town, they disappear. I don't know if there's just people around here don't appreciate books, or if they're just been more into ebooks or what lately. I don't know, but it's been hard for this book-loving girl not to be able to go in and browse a bookstore. It's very upsetting. Anyway, next we have Brightly Burning by Alexa Dunn. This was also, I think this was a book, another book box book. Yep, it was because it's signed. One that I, to be honest, had no interest in reading. I'm not big in space operas, and I never read. I think this is a Pride and Prejudice retelling or something. I didn't really have interest in it. It's been sitting on my shelves for a long time, and I just kept it, but never read it. The next two books, again, made it through a lot of unhauls because I really did want to read them. They sounded really fun. And that is Ruby Rose and Sapphire Blue, which is the Ruby Red trilogy. I feel like these don't hold up anymore, so they're gonna go. Next, I have another DNF, and that is Rakes Redemption by Chantel Fernando. I got pretty far in this too, actually. I did. I gotta keep my bookmark. I want that. I got like, I don't know, 3/4 of the way through, maybe, and gave up. I think I was bored most of the, honestly don't even remember what this book is about. It's been sitting on my nightstand for months, and I was just getting bored, and I didn't care, and which is upsetting because what I'm really into now is this kind of stuff, the biker romances, the dark biker stuff, mafia stuff, whatever. This was not doing it for me. Next we have What Light by Jay Asher. I bought this, I think on Book Outlet again, because I was like around Christmas time, I was in a Christmassy mood. Oh, I can read this for Christmas. Never read it. Probably not going to ever read it because whenever it gets to the holiday, I suddenly don't have interest in reading it. I get Halloween books with like, oh, I'll read this around October, and never read them. Which is the case with How to Hang a Witch by Adriana Mather. Bought this because I wanted witchy vibe books. Never read it. When Halloween came around, I was either in a slump or just not into it, so that one's going too. Next we have By Your Side by Casey West. There was a time where I was really going to be into reading YA contemporary stuff, and that time has passed, and I no longer have interest in high school problems. I mean, I'm 30 years old at this point. I don't really feel like reading about high school drama, at least presently as of recording this video. Again, that could change later. I don't know, but as of right now, I have no interest, so I'm going to be unhauling. The next trilogy I did read, and that is the Lost City? I think it's Lone City trilogy. I don't remember. It's The Jewel, The White Rose, and The Black Key. I did read these. I actually read these on audio, and I enjoyed them. However, I don't think I'm going to keep them because I read them on as pretty as the covers are. I'm probably not going to read them again, so we're going to unhaul them. Next one I have is Words in Deep Blue by Kath Crowley. Again, a YA contemporary that I'm probably not going to read. However, I do like that this book is like hardcover, but it doesn't have the dust jacket. It's just like printed right on the cover. You don't see many books quite like that aren't textbooks. So, but not cool enough for me to keep. Falling in Deeper by Shayla Black. Again, I read this, listened to it on audio. Don't remember what it's about. I think I did. It's like the 13th. It's like some middle of the book in the middle of her series. Younger by Pamela Redmond. This is the TV show tie-in, and I was actually disappointed by the book. I really enjoyed the TV show, which I read first, which is probably my mistake. However, I didn't realize it was a book until I was already well into the show. But I was curious, so I got the book just to check it out and see, and I actually like better what they did with the TV show, the change in characters and the addition of characters. Yeah, and it added there was just more in the show. Like, this was very quick read, very short, very quick read, and one that I am not gonna read again and have no interest in keeping. So we're gonna get rid of that. We're down to the last 3, all of which I have read, which is actually, I'm kind of excited to say that I've read them, because usually when I do unhauls, it's books that I haven't read, I'm not gonna read, I don't want to bother with anymore. But I'm actually surprised by the amount of these I have already read. But the next book we have is Icy London, Icy France by Sarah Mlynowski. This one I enjoyed a lot more than her other book that I unhauled like forever ago, which is 10 Things We Did and Probably Shouldn't Have. But this one was fun. Probably one I'm not going to read again, but it was fun. I do love travel books, especially ones that are set in like France or Ireland. Like, I love the Sarah Evans Welsh books, Love and Gelato, Love and Luck. I gotta get Love and Olives. And then we have Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. Again, another one I've read. I did enjoy this. Again, I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna reread it. It's YA contemporary. Probably not gonna reread it. Probably not gonna read the other 2 books in the trilogy. Last but not least, we have Hearts, Strings, and Other Breakable Things by Jacqueline Firkins. This was a Book of the Month pick from December of 2019. Again, I am so far behind on reading my Book of the Months. I don't know if you can see it, but I have all of these here. I have this stack here, and there's even a couple over on the shelf that I have not. I can't say I haven't read all of these. I read Well Met. I did read Well Met, and I really enjoyed that one. But that's the only one I read that I still have. So yeah, we need to get. That's another reason I got rid of Book of the Month, because I haven't been reading the books. I really need to catch up with those too. But yeah, this was cute. It was fun. Another YA contemporary. But I'm not going to read it again. And it's going to go to someone else who will enjoy it. So that's it. That's my unhaul. I don't know how many books it is. You'll probably see it in the title somewhere. So I'll count as soon as I'm done and wrap this up. But yeah, leave me know in the comments below if you think I should save any of these and maybe try to read them. More than likely, I'm probably not going to, unless you have a really good argument as to why I should. That's it for this video, and I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're glad to see me again, and you can look forward to more stuff coming out, hopefully soon. Hopefully I don't get lazy about it, but again, we'll see where life takes us, and I'll see you guys next time in a new video. Bye!